Chapter 1 Engineer PvP Flaming Pistol. Welcome, peeps, to Book 4 of the Miller's Adventures. That's right, welcome to Book 4. In this series, we'll be discussing the Engineer. That's right, Engineer builds for the liking. To either choose, or you can change your play style of your desire. Meaning, stop going with the damn metas and betas and alphas and whatever the stupid stuff is now these days. My gosh, everyone's doing the same damn thing. It's annoying. Especially in PvP. My god, it's annoying. Anyway, for that being said, for Chapter 1, we're going over the Flame Pistol for PvP. That's right, Flame Pistol for PvP. Yes, look at this bad boy. Pop! Right in the face. Alright, for this build, I'm going to show you the original version as well as my version of this build. I found this online. It's still in beta. It's not quietly in the ranks of many other fellow engineers as well as people who occasionally play engineer. It's not like the top meta. It's not in a good standard. It's not a great standard. It's still in trial. Now, with that being said, what they suggest you pick up is main hand pistol, offhand, shield, of course. Your sigil of accuracy, you can pick that up for your main hand. I'm going to show you guys later what you could go with, your options. Your permanent offhand, when it's shield and stuff, you're going to pick up a nice increase in burning duration. What I mean by that is the build's going to be primarily focused around incendiary powder. Foremost, that's what they suggest it does, but I'm going to explain later why it's not just incendiary powder, but they suggest it, and it's going to increase your duration, as well as when you equip it with Ruin of Flame Legion, you're going to get a nice 7% damage against burning foes. Now, that's with this build, it's just going to be reliance just on that alone, or if your teammates be able to deal fire damage, which they should be able to. With that also being said, you're going to get a nice 25% chance to cause burning for 1 second when hit. That's a cooldown of 10 seconds, not bad. And a nice 175 power, as well as a 30% increase in burning duration. With equipped with Rampager Amulet, you're going to be with 932, the most precision you can get in PvP. You're going to get your incendiary power off a lot more, especially with the crits. That's the only way it's going to come off is with critical hits. But it's even though incendiary powder is only 10 seconds, every 10 seconds you'll be able to get it off continuously. And when I make it continuously every 10 seconds, no fail. And just like keeps applying it. With that also with the Rampage Realm, you're going to pick up a nice power, vitality, as well as condition damage. Condition damage is going to help out your burning as well as your pistol skills when it comes to your poison dot volley, your fragmentation shot, as well as your static shot. With your blindness, your confusion, your poison, as well as your bleeding. And that's not including your burning. Now, for the build, I'm going to actually show you right now. With my version, nothing changes, so don't worry. It's all good. For the first tier explosives, you're going to pick up Empowering Adrenaline, give a nice 5% increase in damage when your endurance isn't full. Of course, but not least, tier 2, Incendiary Powder. That's here, as I said again, and I will keep saying it again, that is your primary focus of this build. Do not swap it out if you're not going to be doing burning. If you aren't going to be burning, do not do this build. Well, you could, but... Now, with that also being said, in firearms, for the first tier, you're going to pick up rifle barrels for increased range for your pistol skills. For tier 2, you're going to pick up hero trigger to have reduction on your pistol skills, so that means you can get them more often. And finally, for tier 3 in firearms, you're also going to pick up napalm specialist, so that means you can get a increased burning duration. That's right, increased burn duration, but with also a nice chunk of 300 precision as well as 300 condition damage, which will make that burn deadly, deadly, deadly. Now, finally, for the last 4, we're going to go into Alchemy. For the first 2 points in Tier 1 of Alchemy, we're going to pick up Fasting Acting Elixirs, because your utility skills are pretty much going to be elixirs. Pretty much. Like, 2 out of 5, they're going to be elixirs. And last but not least, the second tier is Potent Elixirs, so we can get a better increased duration. Now, when they suggest is that you can swap out Healing Turret for your healing skill. You can actually use Elixir H. I found it that, yes, the random boons are completely random, but the duration is nice because you get it from Potent Elixirs. You'll be chugging that buddy a lot. I mean a lot. You'll also be tossing a lot so you can get yourself some protection as well as some vigor. And that's random, so. But you can also toss on your teammates, so it'll help them out as well. So it's good for team fights, but I find it very useless. I'll explain why. Because healing turret, I find very, very, very awesome. It's like, to me, it's like one of the best healings in the game. Because first off, it helps your teammates out, removes 2 conditions, number 5 targets. It's also a combo field for water. So if you overcharge it, you're gonna get a nice chunk of heal as well as conditions removed, and heal your teammates. Now, with that also being said, is that your tool belt skill is also another water field. So if you use your shield, Medikinetic shield, and overcharge, or not overcharge it, but detonate it, you're also going to get a nice another chunk of heal since it's a blast finisher combined with water field. Now, they suggest go with Elixir U. They said it's very situational. Don't do it when you're clustered. Don't do it when you're getting backstabbed blocked by a thief. Don't do it when you have a bunch of mesmers on you. Don't do it. You know, it's completely useless. I find it so useless. It's better. The only way to use this correctly is that if your team is capturing a point and they're all clustered together, and you have 2 other points and whatnot, and you're way out there and they're not focused on you all. They're too busy trying to survive and try to kill your teammates. Then this would be a great option to use. It really would. And then you could also toss Elixir U and get either A, a smoke field, or B, a reflective field. To reflect projectiles. But otherwise, I find it useless. And primarily, also, Elixir S is another one of those primary ones you want to use. It is great for 1, it breaks stun. 2, it sucks because you can't capture points. 3, you can help your teammates out by helping reviving them. 2, it's a nice escape route. And 3, well, it's just nice to screw with enemies and do stomps on their face. Now, when you're doing stomping, though, you got to be careful with Elementalists, Mesmers, and Thieves. Because Thieves can smoke field, like, they can just disappear for a short time, or also teleport. Mesmers can clone and randomly disappear. And what was the other one? Elementalist, sorry. I can also use Mist and move away. So then you pretty much just used out your Elixir S, but that's why you also have a tool belt skill to stealth yourself. And plus with the increased duration, it's going to be like 6 seconds, so they won't see that coming at all. And with Elixir B, just wanted to mention, is that Elixir B is also going to be your primary elixir for this build. Due to it's a nice chunk of swiftness. You also get a nice retaliation, especially those power builds who are stacked with ferocity, precision, and power, and especially you warriors with your great swords, and try to take me down and you die from retaliation. I'm sorry. You just go down like a fly. Especially thieves. Anyone who's like pure power. It's not great against conditions, but otherwise, because with conditions they can, especially necromancers, they can just turn into conditions, and then you'd be like, go away, and then you gotta use your healing turret, overcharge it, blast it, try to heal, and then try to toss Elixir S, and then also use Elixir S after your stealth's gone, if they're chasing you. Now, with that also being said, they also suggest that you can swap out Elixir U for Slick Shoes, just because you get that unblockable trait. It's 45 seconds. You can knock down your opponent for 2 seconds, and it's a 3-second duration for Oil Slick, as well as durations for 3 seconds. And on top of that, you get a nice little movement tool belt skill, super speed, and it's for 30 seconds, but also breaks another stun, which is great. So that's your other stun breaker besides Elixir S. And on top of it, you get to move like greatly fast, especially stacked on with swiftness. If you apply swiftness, then you apply super speed. You're going to move really quickly, very quickly, and quite effectively. Now, with that also being said, I actually am going to show you now, guys, my build of actually how I use this build. Now, I actually went with offhand pistol, is due to the fact is that you get a reduction recharge, as well as increased range, and napalm specialist, as well as with Room and Flame Legion and Smoldering will help stack onto it. So that's like an additional fire right there. That's additional burnings on your enemy, as well as Slick Shoes. I mean, not Slick Shoes, sorry, Glue Shot. With Glue Shot, you can actually prevent your enemy coming towards you for a certain amount of time, and still apply conditions to them. What I mean by that is you pop down Glue Shot, for instance. I'm going to show you right here. That guy just died, I guess. Good for him. Alright, so you play a Glue Shot. Then your guy's going to come. Pop. Pop. Poison Dart Volley. And then pop out Fragmentation Shot. Boom. They're filled with a ton of conditions. And what I mean by that, a ton of conditions, meaning that the glue shot's gonna immobilize him and cripple him. Then you could be able to do at a range of 800 yards, do burning. Now that's also not including if your incendiary power is off. If it's on, that means it's gonna override it, but which probably it's not a great idea, but you can't always tell anyway. But on top of that, you're also going to get static shock, inflicting blindness, as well as 2 stacks of confusion. And you're also going to get your poison from your poison knight volley, and that should be up for 2.5 seconds, enough to put off fragmentation shot, and bam. Now you're just like filled with conditions. Filled with conditions, yeah. Yeah, like that torch. I like that torch too. Now, with my build, I actually swapped out accuracy for Sigil of Ice due to it's going to do have your enemy have a longer cooldown on their abilities, meaning it's going to take them a while to be able to use their abilities, and it's like an additional cripple, I would say. Now since you're for instance, if you don't have glue shot and you need a like nice little cripple and it actually goes off, that's going to help you out, especially if you're trying to escape or help your teammates out from being stomped, and I'll get into that to a second, as well as just to screw around with them and try to kill them as quickly as possible. So that means they can't really use stable ability or, clone or something because it's on cooldown, so they have to wait just for that like minor 2 seconds, which is very effective, don't get me wrong. Now with the Ruin, I actually went with Ruin of Balthazar. I went with that due for the fact is that Ruin of Balthazar gives you an extra 15% burning duration. That means it's going to make your blowtorch and your incinerate powder even better. What I mean by that, it's going to make it more powerful, as well as the condition damage that you get from Balthazar is going to increase its damage, as well as the burning duration that is applied to it. Now, with that also being said, don't get me wrong, Ruin Flame Legion is good. You'll lose out, 15% in burning duration, but you'll also gain the chance to get that 25% chance to cause burning for 1 second, 1 hit for 10-second cooldown, while as gaining, when you're below 20% health, gain quickness for 5 seconds. But I didn't see it that way. I saw it as when you use a heal skill for your Ruin of Balthazar, nearby foes are burned for 3 seconds. I find that very, very effective, especially with healing turret, because if you don't overcharge it and you pick it up, that's a 14-second cooldown you have to wait for, and by the time that healing turret comes up, that ability for number 6 in your Ruin of Balthazar is going to be back up. And you can continually use that as long as you have a healing turret up. And that will be up automatically every time. Unless you overcharge it, that's going to be a nice 20 seconds there. So, overcharge, pop, and there you go. So you have like 15 seconds, so it's actually pretty good. Now, you can use this build setup with the Ruin Flame Legion, especially if you have a nice team fights where you have other teammates applying fire, then yes, it would be really gratefully good for you. You'll lose that condition damage, but you'll gain power, but you'll also lose additional burning duration. With the abilities though, I didn't use Slick Shoes, and I especially did not use Elixir U, that piece of crap spell. Like, it's great for PvE, but not for PvP. And it's very situational, and I found it useless because I already have a break stun. So what instead I picked up is either A, you can go for the Elixir C, depending on if you're playing against a lot of condition type styles, but they can't convert it, like for instance Necros, you little bubble butts, you know who you are. But instead I usually pick up Elixir R, is due for the fact is that you can cure an immobilization. So if you're running with the ball and you get immobilized by a hunter or some other class, pop that off, especially if you don't have any dodge, because you'll be dodging a lot, especially with this kind of style build. With that also, you get a nice toss Elixir R, which since you have potent elixirs, you get a nice duration for it, and it'll help revive your teammates per pulse for 17%. And you also remove a condition, as well as number of targets for this will be 5 in a radius of 180. And it's also a combo field, so for light, so you can, when you use a jump or someone uses a jump finisher, they'll actually get the nice, I think, retaliation or light shield or something like that. I don't know. Can't exactly remember the name of it, unfortunately. But also, that being said, there's a way to use it effectively is like, especially in team fights, you can pop it down, and if you see your teammates going down, you pop that, then toss Elixir S on top of them for 6 seconds, and use Elixir S to either regen them back up to health, get them into rally, or for that instance, after using toss Elixir S, you can stun your enemy using supply crate, doing an additional burning since every supply crate comes with a flame turret, and that flame turret is gonna do some burning damage to that enemy because you know what? It's gonna pick up the traits from this. It's gonna pick up all the burning duration you get. So it's very effective. I cannot stress that enough. It's very effective. And you just toss that down and boom. The little bastards are dead. And your teammate's up and you win the game. Yay! Not necessarily not in that order, but you catch my drift. Alright, so with that also being said, I'm going to show you some gameplay footage of how this build works with my build setup. I tried doing videos on it with the original setup. I found it very lacking, not very team fighty, and not very supportive as well either. It lacked really badly. And just to remember, peeps, that this build is still in testing. It's not approved yet for PvP, but hopefully soon it will be, and hopefully become new meta, and then I'll find a new build to take you guys out even quicker. Because you know what? You need a change. You need a change, because you know what? The meta's always the same in PvP, and that's so annoying. Like, everyone always has the same kind of thing. Yes. Said by the Char. Now, alright, peeps, I'm going to catch you guys later. Alright. Yeah. To get fire in the face. Stay awesome, peeps. Alright, later. Welcome back, peeps. Alright, I'm going to show you guys the flaming pistols in action in ranked PvP. And hopefully this goes well.
The match starts soon.
Oh, yes, it does. Starting soon. Coming to a theater near you. Oh, swiftness. Everyone loves swiftness. Yay.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
Alright, they're gonna probably rush. Yeah, they're rushing.
Spawniers return.
Go, 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 go. And if you see kind of lag going on, yeah, there's been a little bit of lag on the server lately, so unfortunately.
You've seized the henge.
There we go. I'm gonna try to get over here as quickly as possible to Cap Center. I
Our
don't think
enemy
anyone's.
took the mine.
Oh no! Ooh, nice.
The keep is yours.
Come on. Come on. If I can just jack that point right there. Ah, dang
Refreshing.
it. No, don't want that. Got it. Incoming. Nope. No, 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 no. Bad. Bad person.
They took the henge.
Come on. I'll keep him busy for a little bit. Alright. Let's do this. You think he's gonna get away with it, but he's not. Oh, you silly, silly warriors. You always think you're so clever.
You've seized the henge.
No, no, no! Oh. Well, at least they didn't get the kill for it, so that's good. Unfortunately, how much that sucked. That was horrible. That was bad on my part. I was gonna try to save him, but it didn't really work out the way I wanted. Unfortunately, bad supply crate up, and yeah, could have been a lot of good ifs, but not enough.
The chieftain has returned.
Ah, hello.
You've taken the mine.
Oh, I can stealth too, yeah.
Svanir's return. The keep is yours.
Ah, little silly little Moa. In the face. Ah, dang. So close to getting that off, but alright. That's cool. Oh, silly, silly little people. So silly. I think a fundamental is Elixir S is that you can actually act like a thief and a mesmer. So if like try pulling that kind of crap with you, just toss it out and just
They
screw
took
around with
the
them.
henge.
I'll help you toss out a healing turn as well as many other functions and capabilities as you just saw. So we got a recap to the left side. Alright, we're winning. Nice. Nice, I like that. I like it like that. No, seriously, I do. I like this build a lot, I really do. There's probably the meta, but I really don't care for it. Ah, here comes the... Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to retreat on this. Because these guys are just gonna be annoying. Chug it, chug it, chug it. You'll turn. Go.
You've seized the henge. Your enemy took the mine.
Test this out. Get this guy out real quick. Use Elixir S. Stop. Done. And we defended the point nicely. And we also got another couple more points. So, there we go. And you just keep moving. Just remember to keep moving. Try to maintain like 2 caps, but I guess everyone knows that. Everyone knows that, especially in ranked. And the fundamentals of ranked is you can't really switch out, so make sure you swap out what you think. And my setup I find pretty effective. Hello. Like I don't see you there. Ah, really? You and your silly conditions. Yes, get out of here. No one likes you.
The chieftain has returned. Svanir's return.
dang it, dang it. Ah, I screwed it up so hardcore. Ah. Guys, this. Go, 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 go. Nice. Hello. Really? Gotcha. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Got him, got him, got him, got him, got him.
Taken
Come
the
on.
mine.
Yeah! Alright, peeps, and that's what you call the awesome build. You got lucky. Alright, peeps. That was the Flaming Pistol. I'll see you guys in the next chapter. Stay awesome!